And let's see what happened to the problems that were like Naomi is investing some amount of money or like something like that. Oh well, 120,000 was invested for 5 years. Okay, so we know that we're going to be building up a timeline because the interest rate's going to change, the withdrawals happening along the way. So to try and keep track of this, it's definitely going to be easiest to draw ourselves a timeline. And our timeline's always going to start at T0, and I'm jumping to the end. It says at the end of 5 years, so T5. But could be dangerous because maybe something in here said something happens later. 120,000 Rand was invested for 5 years. So we put in 120,000 Rand. The interest rate was something for 3 years, then changed. There was a withdrawal at some stage too. Okay, so let's now keep track of all the things that have happened. Interest rate is 11% per annum compounded quarterly for 3 years. So at T3, life's going to change for the interest rate. I equals 11.25% per annum compounded quarterly. Okay, then it changes to 9.75% compounded monthly. So until the end, I equals, I'm already wanting to change it to a decimal. Decimals 9.75% per annum, and that's going to be monthly. So already we're thinking of that over 12 for the remainder. There's a withdrawal after 18 months. Interesting. So let's put this in to go, well, it's T 18? No, 1.5 almost like T1.5. So let's put these maybe T1s and T2s. And this bit here, we're going to withdraw. Remember, I find it useful to put it in brackets so it sticks out as a withdrawal. And how much money do we have at the end? I don't know why. Okay, so let's go through it. We're going to take this 120,000. We're going to invest it for the whole time. But we're going to invest it for 3 years at this interest rate. And then it's like we're going to reinvest it for 2 years at this interest rate. So let's start with the 120. So our accumulated amount, we're going to take that 120, 1, 2, 3. We're going to invest it here for this first bit, 1 plus 0,1125 over quarterly for 3 years, so 12. And then we're going to invest it, take that amount, and we're going to invest it for 1 plus 0,0975 monthly, 12 for 2 years, 24 months. Okay, then this 40,000, we're going to lose the 40,000 along with any interest that it would have accumulated. So for this first 18 months, it would have got interest of 0,1125 over, well, that's also 18 months, right? If that's 18. So we're going quarterly for a year and a half. So 6. That seems right. And then we also would have lost that having earned interest for this time, 1 plus 0,975 monthly for those 24. Now remember, it might be useful to put some of these things in your calculator, the bits that are the same. So this bit in brackets, if that you put in your calculator as A, if in your calculator you put, now I would put this whole thing in to the 24, store in your calculator as B. I say I would. I don't know if I would because I want to kind of see B to the 24, although it would be the same. Into the calculator it goes. And what do we get? Well, when I did it, because I'm not going to type it all in now, is 145,902 Rand and 52 cents. Let's scroll up if we needed any of that. So we subtracted our 40,000, 1 plus that 1 plus that for the 24. And there we are. Somebody a name. Abby's investing money. You know what? We're on a roll. Let's do it in this video. Abby invests a certain sum of money. Okay. And it's compounded monthly. Interest rate seems to change. The money grows. Okay, so we're going to need a timeline at our disposal here. Let's draw our timeline. There's our timeline. And always starts at T0. 5-year period. T5. Right, T5. She invests a certain amount of money. X. We don't know what it is. For 5 years. 12% per annum for the first 2 years. 14% per annum for the rest. So let's put that in. So we got 12% per annum for the first 2 years. Compounded monthly. So here at T2, we've been drawing our dotted lines here and saying, well, our interest rate is 12%, so 12% per annum compounded monthly. And what else do we have here? Well, 14% per annum semi-annually for the rest. So for the rest, I equals, until the end, 14% per annum. And this is semi-annually. Semi-annually. Okay. The money grows to 62. So here's what's only a bit of difference here is 62, 4, 3, 3,12 is what it grows to. How much did she originally invest? Well, it works the same as the others. Whatever it grows to was, what did we put in? We put in X. It initially for the first 2 years was growing at 12% per annum compounded monthly for 2 years, 24. And then it kept growing. This, for the next 3 years, it was growing semi-annually at 14% for 3 years. So 3 times 2 is 6. The difference is we know what it grew to. 62, 433,12. What do we need to do? Well, divide each side. Divide that whole side by that. I'm going to be lazy and do that. Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. So you put that whole thing into your calculator and you get X equals 32. Oh, come on. X equals 32,764.19. That's how much Abby invested. Enjoy the exercises to practice these exciting and interesting timelines. I will see you again with depreciation and sinking funds. And that's that.